Hello, movie lovers. Welcome back to the Movie Hunter. Today, we're diving into the timeless allure of Bram Stoker's Dracula, one of the most adapted novels in history, with its gothic chills, eternal romance, and vampire lore that just won't die. In this Movie Watch Diary number 23, I recently caught the fresh take, Dracula, a love tale from 2025, and it got me rethinking the classics. Why does this story inspire so many versions? It's that perfect mix of horror, tragedy, and forbidden love that lets directors reinvent it endlessly. Some of the best adaptations include the eerie silent masterpiece Nosferatu from 1922, the iconic 1931 Dracula with Bela Lugosi that defined the character, Hammer's thrilling horror Dracula in 1958 starring Christopher Lee, Werner Herzog's haunting Nosferatu the Vampire in 1979, and of course, Francis Ford Coppola's lavish 1992 epic. Stick around to hear why this love story shines, and I need your help picking my next watch. Before we dive deeper into these blood-soaked tales, I'd love your support for the Movie Hunter. Please like and subscribe. It means the world to me. Thanks so much in advance for joining the hunt. Let's start with why Dracula keeps getting remade. It's a goldmine for exploring themes like immortality, desire, and the clash between old-world darkness and modern light. The novel's epistolary style and ensemble cast give filmmakers freedom to amp up the scares, romance, or even comedy. Now, onto the main event, comparing Coppola's Bram Stoker's Dracula from 1992 with the brand-new Dracula, a love tale directed by Luc Besson. I rewatched the 92 version after catching the 2025 one, and wow, the contrasts are fantastic. Bram Stoker's Dracula stays pretty faithful to the book's plot. It kicks off with Count Dracula's origin as Vlad the Impaler, a warrior prince who rebels against God after his wife Elisabeta's suicide, cursing himself into vampirism during his wars against the Ottomans. From there, it follows Jonathan Harker traveling to Dracula's castle, the vampire's arrival in foggy London, his seduction of Mina, who's the reincarnation of Elisabetta, the terrorizing of Lucy, and the epic hunt led by the eccentric Professor Van Helsing. It's a sprawling gothic romance wrapped in horror, with Dracula as a tragic anti-hero driven by lost love. Critics at the time raved about its cinematography. Shot by the legendary Michael Ballhaus, it blends operatic flair with shadowy expressionism, using practical effects like miniatures and matte painting for those jaw-dropping transformations, Dracula turning into wolves or mist. The visuals feel like a fever dream, from the opulent castle sets to the swirling, erotic sequences. Reviewers called it overblown in the best sense, praising how it rescued Dracula from campy tropes with terrific performances, though some noted style overshadowing substance. On IMDb, it holds a solid 7.4 out of 10 from over 280,000 users, and Rotten Tomatoes gives it a 69% critic score, with a 6.4 out of 10 average. Divisive but iconic. My own rating? A 7 out of 10. It's a visual feast with heart, but Keanu Reeves as Jonathan Harker feels a bit wooden amid the stellar cast. That cast is a highlight. Gary Oldman delivers a transformative performance as the aged, monstrous Dracula who morphs into a seductive nobleman. Winona Ryder brings vulnerability to Mina. Anthony Hopkins chews scenery as the madcap Van Helsing. And Keanu Reeves, well, he tries. Coppola's direction shines through in the eroticism, too. Think the steamy scenes with Dracula's three brides seducing Harker or Lucy's sensual downfall, blending horror with raw sensuality that was bold for 92. Fast forward to 2025's Dracula, a love tale, a French production starring Caleb Landry Jones as a brooding, haunted Vlad/Dracula and Christoph Waltz as a sharp vampire hunter. Like the 92 film, it dives into Dracula's backstory, his renunciation of God after his wife's death, the Ottoman Wars, and his vampiric curse, but it leans hard into the romance, making it more of a tragic love story than outright horror. The opening scenes are stunning. Visceral battles in snowy Romanian mountains give way to intimate, heart-wrenching moments with his Elisabetta, pulling you in emotionally right away. Visually, it's a step up thanks to modern tech. Think hyperrealistic CGI for transformations, drone shots sweeping over Carpathian landscapes, and immersive VFX that make the vampire lore feel alive and operatic. The eroticism is intimate and focused, mostly between Vlad and Elisa Beta, or later, Mina's lookalike, with a dreamy, passionate vibe rather than the broader sensuality of The Brides or Lucy in '92. One big setting shift. After Romania, it moves to glittering Paris instead of London, showcasing elite society in lavish costumes, Belle Epoque architecture, and vibrant nightlife that screams French cinema flair, Besson's signature style from films like The Fifth Element. Critics have mixed takes on A Love Tale. Some say it neglects the gothic horror for too much mushy romance, toning down the scares and feeling like a mockbuster of Coppola's version with its similar beats but added whimsy and dark comedy. But I love it. It's a successful reimagining that refreshes the classic without remaking it beat for beat. Initially, I rated it a 7, but after rethinking, it deserves a solid 8 for its heartfelt emotional core and those visuals that pop off the screen. If I missed anything, the '92 film won 3 Oscars for costumes, makeup, and sound editing, which cemented its legacy in vampire cinema, introducing tropes like retractable fangs and steampunk aesthetics. A Love Tale, meanwhile, has Danny Elfman's soaring score that amps the romance, and while not as faithful, it sympathizes more with Dracula as a grief-stricken lover. Both elevate the love theme, but '92 balances it with book-true ensemble horror, while 2025 goes bolder on tragedy and spectacle. Well, Hunt, this was Movie Lovers. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Dracula's enduring bite, hit that like button, drop a comment with your favorite adaptation or thoughts on these two, and subscribe to the Movie Hunter for more movie watch diaries. Suggest a movie for my next movie watch diary. Maybe another classic remake? Let's keep the conversation going. Until next time, happy hunting!